Did the whole video and realized I wasn't recording on my phone, so now I have to do it all again. Hey guys, welcome back to Vlogmas day 12. So today, I always say it like that. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how I edit my Instagram photos and what apps I like to use. So, okay guys, also I need to interrupt. If this video is like,
I'm not entertaining
on the vocal side, it's because when I edit my pictures, I get in this zone and it's really hard to like be entertaining. Just a precursor what's to come. So just so you know. First thing I do is take the picture, and now I like to make sure that this is my Instagram. I just have fun with it. So I like to make sure all my photos are very bright. That's just kind of my favorite picture taking situation. They're my editing apps. I use Lightroom to edit my apps. I use as the little, I'll show you. It's like the little layout thing. I need to refresh my thing, but you get the gist. It just has all your pictures and shows you your layout. Lightroom to edit my pictures. Teza I use sometimes if a picture is really, really weird. I'll throw it in there first. I used to use Visco, but Visco works really good for pictures that are taken on your iPhone, whereas Lightroom works better for high quality photos. So it's my Visco if you want to be friends. Anyways, okay, so to edit my pictures, I go into Lightroom and then I go find the picture. You just scroll down to find the picture that you wanted to edit. Let me just get back a little bit. I feel like I'm a little close. Okay, so then once you have the picture that you want to do, we'll edit this one. Okay, so basically the first thing I do is I go into Lightroom and I use my presets. So I actually have a preset pack that you can buy. I don't use them really anymore, so that's why they're not like for sale in my Instagram bio anymore. But if you want to buy them, they look like this. This is one that you get. This is before, this is after. And then this one's my favorite. So it looks like that, and then you can turn it up and down however you want. So it is a really pretty one. I still use this sometimes, but now I use these two, which I bought and then I recreated them. So there's a way in Lightroom that you can edit it and then you can resave it as a new preset, and that's what I did. So I either use this one with all clouds or the clouds with the lightning bolt, just depending on the vibe, the colors you're going for. I really try to keep my pictures light, like a blue. You know, it doesn't always happen, and I don't really care if it doesn't because I'm stressed about it, but also it's fun for me. So anyways, okay, so I'm gonna go with this one because I like the glowiness of it, and I am going to go to the lighting and turn up and down the exposure just to see the difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it up, and then I'm going to bump up the contrast a little bit because I like it like that. And then I literally go down and I just mess with all of these settings until I figure out what I like. So the highlights, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Shadows, I'm gonna go about right here. And then the whites I always turn up. Blacks, it can go up or down, but since we're going for the golden hour vibe, I'm gonna turn the blacks up. And then okay, so the temp, you can either go more blue tones, more orange tones. It really depends what picture it is. For this one, I'm gonna go a little bit to the left, so a little bit blue, just because I wanna keep a lot of the golden hour coloring in it or whatever. And I'm gonna turn the saturation up a little bit and the vibrance up. I never usually mess with the tint, like ever. Oh, a siren, that was not good. Okay, and then the biggest tool that I always use is the mix color wheel right here. So the first thing I always do in almost every single picture, if there's blue in it, I click this blue button and then I turn the hue all the way up, and then I turn the saturation down, and then the luminance all the way up. So that way it kind of makes it more of like a white sky, and it's not like a bunch of funkiness going on. And then the orange, take the saturation and turn it down just a little bit so that you don't look as orange, because orange never, not good. Okay, and then the last thing I usually do is I will go to detail and I'll just turn up the smoothness so that everything looks nice and smooth. And then you just export it, export to camera roll.
and boom.
That's how I edit them. I have a couple more that I have 2 more that I'll do. Okay, We're gonna edit this picture because it's got a lot of greens in it, and sometimes green can be a weird color to edit because it will turn off the green like a fake green, and we don't want to do that. So I'll show you again. This is what the filter that if you buy, the link's in the description of my presets. So if you want something to get started with, this is a really good starter pack. It's just those two, and you buy them and then you save it to, you get an email and then you save the 2 images that it has, and then it'll be in Lightroom, and then you just hit the save button in Lightroom, if that even makes any sense. Here, I'll just show you real quick. So if this were the picture, okay, let's just say this is the DNG, it would be blank. You would hit these 3 little buttons in the corner, and you would hit create preset, and then you would name it, and then you would hit the check mark, and then it will save in your preset options. So that's how you save my presets if you want them. Anyways, so I'm gonna go to the other ones that I made, and I'm gonna click this, and I'm gonna click this, and I like the vibe of this one better, so I'm gonna go with that. And then again, same process. I go to the lighting, and I either turn down or up the exposure. Here, I'm probably gonna turn it down a little bit. In the contrast, I'm gonna turn it down a little. Highlights, it's really just like playing with it, seeing what you like the best. Whites, down a little bit. Blacks, right there. And then the color, again, I'm gonna pull it to the left a little bit so it's a little less orange. Because I do like it to be natural-ish, you know, just vibrant. Turn up the saturation a little bit. Again, I'm gonna go to the blues. See the sky in the background of this picture? Watch it. Okay, so now it's like whiter, and I prefer that. And the saturation, take it down a little bit, and boom. So that is pretty much how I would edit this picture. So that was before, and this is the after. And then you would just save it again. And then the next picture I'll edit is, okay, and then this is an inside picture. So I'll show you how I edit pictures that are inside. Sometimes my camera will wash out everything a lot, but the quality of it stays, so you can like edit it better, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go into the presets. I'm gonna use the 2 that I always use, see which one I like the vibe of better. Definitely this one. So we're gonna work with it. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn down the exposure because that already makes it look so much better. And even if you don't have presets, Lightroom is awesome just for adjusting lighting and stuff. So I would still recommend it. Contrast, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Highlights, shadows, whites. I'm trying to, yeah, there we go. Wax up a little bit. So this one is a case where I would turn it more to the orange side just to make it a little bit more vibrant, you know? Okay, a little vibrant up, saturation up a little bit. And then I don't want to look like an orange, so I'm going to turn the saturation down a little bit in the orange tones. So we're going to go to the blue. We're going to see how it changed the color of those couches so much. That's so crazy to me how it does that. Okay, and then that, and then, yeah. What else did I do, actually? I might maybe turn the saturation up a little bit more. Maybe contrast a little more. Yeah, okay, boom. Okay, that's how I would edit this picture. Here's the after, and here's the before. That one is a big difference. I hope that this is what I actually look like, and not this, but perhaps not. Anyways, so yeah, that's how I edit my Instagram pictures. And if you want to get those presets, the link is in my bio.
Or not in my bio.
In the description below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and a like. Bye. Yeah.